Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Let's Talk Marketing Show. This is episode 6, and I have two incredible ladies joining me today. And if you are watching this live or indeed on the replay, let's join in. Have you any questions that you want to know about marketing? Any questions that you have for the ladies with me today? Please feel free to join in. I'm just going to put my chat here so I can see your comments coming in. So post away. Let's make this an interactive 20-30 minutes where you guys can get your questions answered. So let me introduce our ladies today. So we've got Florence Bray and we have Andrea Dalton. And what's really interesting about these two incredible business owners, they both have their individual business, but they've joined together in the last 12 months and created another business, which I believe is fabulous. And it's called You Deserve It. Am I right?
That's it.
Right. You deserve it. So ladies, I'm going to hand it over to you. Tell us about your journey, what you do and how your marketing is going. This is all about marketing today. And I know we've been on quite a journey for quite a while. Marketing is something that people either don't think about or overthink. Would I be right in saying that? So they don't
absolutely
overthink. So for you, tell us a little bit about your business first and foremost, so people can get an understanding about what it is that you guys do.
Okay, well, I'll start, will I, Andrea?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm the one half of You Deserve It, and Andrea is the other half. So we both came together. We're both hypnotherapists.
Brilliant.
And we came together to combine all our knowledge and our all the stuff that we've learned over the years working individually with clients. And we came together to form our You Deserve It brand, which helps women essentially to lose weight. Is what we've developed, a program, downloadable program, audio program of weight loss, self-hypnosis audios to listen to. So that's the essential where we started last year in the first lockdown.
Yeah, brilliant. And it's hard to believe we're a year later. So you have taken it very much online, which is wonderful. Mm-hmm. So Andrea, tell us about the benefits now of marketing and working it online as opposed to face-to-face. And I suppose the two of you don't live in the one house. You don't have to commute to an office. So there's the obvious benefits. So how has it been marketing, putting this together and getting the message out there to the world?
Oh, well, we're still getting the message out there to the world, and we have struggled with that, and we really put the cart before the horse at times. And we're going to, put our hands up for that. Florence and I are very, we can be quite impulsive. We get these great, what we think are great ideas, and we go, oh, we're going to do this. We're going to do it in 2 weeks' time, and we've no systems in place. And that's been a huge learning curve for us. We have to have all that groundwork done, have those systems in place and market it properly, not just go, oh, this is a great idea, let's run with this. So we made a mess of a webinar there a couple of weeks ago. And really the webinar was never meant to happen because we had trouble the night before we were going to do it with our PowerPoint presentation. All the images went, but it was like a sign from the universe. Listen, girls, you weren't doing this right in the first place. And we were a little bit disappointed, but really we learned a huge amount for that. You know, that we were told from Mario Sullivan, who helps us with our tech stuff, talk to me before you actually go to release anything, because I do your tech side of things. But we didn't listen. And sometimes Flo and I need to hear things a few times before it sinks in. That's just the way we work. But there was no shame in it, because we've learned from what to do the right way around the next time and to market it properly and give a good lead time in instead of saying, oh, next week this is happening. You know, so it's very interesting from that point of view. And then in your group, Passion to Profit, we put up something last night, a Canva post that we did, and the wording wasn't right, the image wasn't right, and we were thrilled with ourselves because we had this, what we thought, catchy line, but it wasn't right, and we couldn't see it because we were too close to it. So it just goes to show, checking with somebody else, seeing what is right or what isn't right, and don't take it personally. These people are experts and they're here to help you and lovingly support you when you're doing it, by the way. So we were thrilled this morning when we went into the group, or Flo went on your call and found out a few things. I was like, oh yeah. You know?
I muted myself there because there was an echo. You've hit on some phenomenal things in the first few minutes here. And first and foremost, congratulations. Here's one of your clients, I'm sure, Emma Reardon, saying, you deserve it. It's amazing. She's lost 2.5 stone in the first lockdown. Now, there's a testimonial. Wow.
Lovely. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. So you hit on a couple of things there, and which are really important. First and foremost, you're going to make mistakes. Marketing is about trial and error. And I love your honesty. We did come on and say, you know, when you're around me, it's all about the honesty. We're all business owners. There's none of us have it out the gate and, you know, have it perfect. But what I really particularly loved about what you said was there is no shame in this. You know, it is what it is. And we learn from that and we move forward. Absolutely love that. And I love the fact, another thing that you said there was, you know, we don't always see it when we're in it. Oh, hang on, I just mute Florence again, and then I'll unmute you then in a second. We don't always see it ourselves, and it's good to get a second opinion. So well done. You know, it's just a matter of saying, what do you think? Can you see something in this that I can't? And then we make it better. And the fact that you're impulsive. Entrepreneurs, we are impulsive, and that's what gives us the courage to start and to do things and take the action. And I love that about you guys. I love, love, love that. Because if we never got that excitement and that passion, we'd never do anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Anything. Do you know, Florence, I'm going to mute myself and hand it over to you. So what have you learned along the journey, or what's your takeaways when it comes to marketing?
I love when you said there about the excitement keeps us going. The excitement keeps us awake at night. What can we do next? The question you asked me there, Amanda, is
what have you learned? What's your biggest, I suppose your biggest takeaways? What do you love doing about marketing?
What do I love doing about marketing? Probably not, if I'm quite honest, not an awful lot. But I love results. I love the results we see from that, what we get from when we market. When we do it right, as Andre said there, when we go in and we look for the advice, and you give us, or the ladies in the group, you know, share their knowledge, because they have been on the journey, and like us all, we live and we learn and we make mistakes and we learn from them. So we're constantly learning from our mistakes, and we hope to make less, but I'm sure we'll make some more as we go along. I love the results we get when we do a good, you know, we throw in and we say, okay, this is it. We go for it, and we go, ooh, will this work? And it works, and we get, you know, feedback, and we get clients from that. You know, at the end of the day, we're all in business. It's a business that we love. It's hypnotherapy, it's mind coaching. It's all about changing and helping people change their minds about stuff. So I've had to do a bit of mind changing around technology and marketing myself, because before Andre and I got together, I was in a group, and I'm still in the group, but a lot of the marketing was done for us. So I didn't have a lot of experience. So I had to learn on the hoof with Andre, the two of us putting, you know, this totally new baby together, and then seeing it evolve, and it's evolving, you know, as we work through it, with your own help, of course, with all the knowledge that you're sharing with us.
Oh, it definitely is. And there's one of your clients, 2.5 stone. So tell us a little bit, because what I love about what you guys do is it's very unique. You know, I'm always saying the ideal client, niche down, you know, make it very, very unique. The more unique you can, I'm not saying the more unique you can make it, but yours is so different that your marketing areas can have so much fun with it. So tell us, because every time I think about your program, I always put my hands to my ears and think, oh my God, I can lose weight just listening. You know, whereas most people, me included, we go to the usual clubs, or we'll try and run off all the pounds. And so tell us, what is yours different? Tell us what is different about your program.
You go, Flo. You had a lovely line earlier.
Yeah, no problem. And what it is, it's retraining your mind to think in a different way. So it's like a personal trainer for your mind. And we're in your ear talking to that part of your mind that needs to be changed. We have no problem going out and getting a personal trainer, or going online to get some help for when we want to reduce our body size, or we want to build up muscle, or whatever it is. And this is a personal trainer for your mind to help you change your view. And so you listen to it, as you say. I love the image of that. You put the earphones on and you listen to it in your own time, in your own home or place or space, and it makes it easy. It's just going in, and some of the suggestions are they're so subtle that people don't even notice the change. Like what Emma said, they're 2.5 stone down. Another lady has two plus stone down. I'm not sure where she's at this point. Yeah, where she's at this point. But when you get feedback like that, we say, okay, it's worth all the headache of marketing.
So another question, what is marketing for you guys?
I suppose marketing is everything. It's a key factor. We can create as many courses and hypnosis tracks to listen to, but if we don't market it in the right way, we're not making a sale. So it's key. We've yet to figure out how to nail that properly, and that's the stage we're at now. And the webinar was going to be a marketing tool and a funnel, and we're learning all these different words. And it's so for Florence and I, because we know our limitations. We're good at what we do. We know what we do. Well, we like to think we're good at what we do, not been bragging or anything, but we know we're not good at the marketing side, at the tech side necessarily. We haven't got the time or the headspace, or I haven't got the bandwidth for all the tech side. So we've given that to another person who can help us do that and do it well, and who's a like-minded person, driven with us and in that kind of energy field, our space. So that's really vital for us. And then we know now we're at that marketing stage. We're really going to push it out. So we're ready to do it properly and hit that target audience, that niche person, that niche client that you've been talking about, and really run with it this time around, because everything's all those systems are starting to come together right now.
Yeah.
Flo and I can be very impatient. We've done our job. We want it done yesterday.
Which is why we work so well together, because we're so like-minded, and then we laugh, we sit back and we say, what are we like? We just can't wait. We're so enthusiastic.
Yeah, like children in the playground, like Christmas Eve. I can't wait for this to be born.
Let's do it now.
Yeah. So it's vital, because without the proper marketing, you're not going to get the sales. And you're not going to get that client that, as you always said, is out there waiting for you. You have to, get out from hiding and start announcing. So it was actually one of the things we were discussing this morning before we went on with you. We're going to get onto Facebook. We're going to start talking. We're going to start sharing those personal pictures and stories, and not just rely on the pretty Canva posts or stuff like that. We're going to share about ourselves.
So we were chatting about this morning, and it was actually Nicola Connolly Bourne, and I love how honest and authentic she always is. And Nicola won't mind me sharing this. She shared it on her own. She spent a lot of money, on professional and really bringing her brand up to an amazing level, and then noticed that her engagement had dropped because people love the real us, your lifestyle. And I know, again, Andrea, you've done the program this year, your own program. And it's those stories, it's that reality. You're out in the park, you've got your headphones on, and we see it 6 weeks later and you're dropping weight. Then people are like, what? Marketing at that stage is about curiosity. Tell me more. They want to know, tell me more. And that's stories. We spoke this morning about influencers. Your clients. Emma Reardon is an influencer for your program. You're an influencer for your program because you're the one that's gone through it and you've got the results. So if you're in business for yourself, are you looking at your clients as influencers for your business? Influence is somebody who can, through their story, their experience, somebody else can see themselves and be influenced to do that program or to join that club or whatever it is. And that's what it is. So, Andrea, tell us about your journey, your own personal journey using this audio program.
My own personal journey. So a few years ago, I actually had a personal trainer. She's a great friend of mine. And I dropped a whole load of weight in about 3.5 months. and I was lifting weights and all the rest, and I loved it. But then the divorce was coming up, and I wasn't in the right frame of mind. But I never dealt with stuff. I never made time to actually deal with all the inner stuff. And during lockdown 1, I was tucking in. I thought I was on holidays, and I was tucking into food that I wouldn't, I overindulged. But I was consoling myself with all the stuff that was going wrong in my life. And there was quite a few upheavals. And one day I just approached Florence and I said, look, I'm having trouble. I would deal with huge clients, 30 odd stone. They were losing tons of weight. I was putting it on. And I felt such a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Felt such a hypocrite. How can I, and I'd be apologizing at the door when the client would come in. So I had a chat with Flo, and we said, right, Flo helped me. And then we scripted the audios. And as you're scripting them, because we will do a few drafts and change and tweak, the words are stuck in my head anyway. And then I said, you know what, you just can't do that. You have to have yourself right. You have to walk your talk. And like Florence is such a role model, and she's and does it with love and kindness. And that's really what we want to do for our clients, love and kindness, and not make them feel less than. We want to buoy them up. And that's kind of where it started. The changes, I used to love Maltesers. Chocolate around the time of the month, I would just mill into. I'd be like a sniffer dog in the house. Any bit of chocolate on any bit of biscuit, I'd be having it. And, you'd have the wine, you'd have the cheese, you'd have crackers, you'd have all of that changed. It was very subtle. I'd open up the fridge, all the stuff would be there, but I wasn't necessarily seeing it. Or I hadn't got the taste for it. Or if I wanted to taste, I was able to stop at 1 Malteser or 2. I didn't go through the big family size, but the boxes that you get, and I love spending €4. I hated spending €6 on a box, but the €4 box, I'd stock up on them. So all of that changed. And then a really positive change this year, for me in particular, we had done a vision board session with our ladies in our group. And I've wanted to run. Now, I used to do cross country as a child into my late teens. And I was mortified. Everything's going to be jiggling about. And then one day I just said, that's it, I'm going to do this. And now I'm jogging for, now it mightn't seem a lot for it, but it's good I'm delighted with it. I'm jogging for 20 minutes in a row with no break. And it was a dream of mine, but that's from the hypnosis. Because it was something in me that it brought out that I wanted to do, was afraid to do, but then it gave me the courage. And the graw for it grew every day, so much so I couldn't ignore it. I just had to get out and run. And it's freedom now.
There's your marketing posts right there. Right there. Like, forget about the lovely photographs on Canva. You went running, headsets on. You opening the fridge saying, no, thanks. Our marketing, we overthink it sometimes. We think it has to be this, that, and the other. Your own story right there is powerful. Opening the fridge, nodding your head. That's, you know what I mean? There's a graphic that speaks volumes, that tells me that's the results that you get from your program. It's that changed mindset. The food is in there, but I don't want it. My mindset has changed.
Yeah, and that's the way it is. You feel you don't want it instead of you can't have it. And that's a totally different different feeling,
Phenomenal. So there's the power of stories in your marketing. You've heard it here. There's nothing will tell us, how well your program works than a real life transformational story. And congratulations on your running. 20 minutes is huge.
It is huge. I think
it is for me. I'm delighted.
And, from somebody who started and stopped running twice now, like for big periods of time, the hardest part is getting started.
Yeah.
The hardest part is that first run. So congratulations. And this is just the beginning.
Thank you.
So well done. Well done. So we will wrap it up on this. What I want to hear is one of you can answer what's been your biggest challenge. And then the second question is, what's been your biggest win, your biggest thing that you've overcome when it comes to marketing your business?
Well, the biggest challenge for me was learning all the technology. That was a big challenge for me. And the biggest win was getting the results for the clients when we hit the right market, and we had to niche down. We had to listen to you. a few times. We had to hear that a few times. Niche down and stop trying to help or market to too many people. So that's the biggest takeaway and the biggest win for me, that I could actually niche down, and I still get other clients that come that I want to help about stress and anxiety and all the other things that we help them with.
Yeah, brilliant. I love it. Andrea, your biggest win and your biggest challenge?
The biggest thing for me was the niching down as well, and it was made so much easier working with Flow. I have a few different modalities, and it was me, I'm going to miss out and doing this, that, and the other, and blah blah blah. But the beauty of the win for me, apart from the clients, because that does give us the biggest joy, is Flo and I coming together and being able to blend all of our modalities in a completely different way we never thought possible. And the client gets so much more. And Emma's amazing. Like, she's proof of the pudding, and now she's pregnant as a result, partly as a result of the program as well. So we're really super proud, super proud, and all of our ladies. But we're just able to put so much more into it than we thought at the beginning, and it's morphed and changed, and we just love it. It's magical, and it's brilliant working with Flo. Like, I love such a
I don't get envy when I see the two of you having such fun in your business. It's brilliant, and that's an idea for somebody if you're out there and maybe you are lonely or you have something that you collaborate with somebody else. I do it with Nicola Connolly Bourne. I do it with Jerry Duffy. I'm a big advocate of, if you've got the right person, that you can have a fabulous collaboration and it can work really, 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 really well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Proof is here. I keep doing that. So, ladies,
and we haven't met since lockdown. So we do everything online, and we work, like, Flo is brilliant. I've younger children, and she's brilliant. I say, oh God, I live next door to my parents. My mom is constantly calling in, and I'm like, I have to go, Flo. And Flo is so good like that. She, I'm sure it must drive her mad at times. She's up again. But we're able to think, and we're able to talk about things. There's no hiding. There's no like, Flo's a hypnotherapist for 12 years and I'm only one for 4. There's none of that. We just get on with it. And I don't think we've fallen out yet. I hope we never will.
No, it is. The point you made, Amanda, there is a great idea, for people that maybe want to, come together with their it's a great idea. Once you're picking the right person and you're with the right person. It's great. Really, really, it's super.
Yeah, we're coming here out saying congratulations. Who else? We've Mel there saying good afternoon. Love your work. So there you go. Another fan. So well done. We'll leave it there for today. Thank you for joining me, both of you. It's my first time to have 2 guests on the show, which is great. And continued success. How can people find you?
So we have, they can reach us on Gmail, reachyoudeserveit@gmail.com. Now it's the letter U. And then they can reach us there. And if they're interested in any of the programs that we have, they can contact us there.
Yeah. And we share any information.
We share any information, and they can have a clarity call with us. Dip your toe in.
What I'll do is I'll get you to pop your details in the comments underneath the videos. This is on my Facebook business page, and it's also in the We Can and We Will business group. So put the details under both, and that way people can reach you. So they can still get, But I think it's a phenomenal idea. I think, when they think a TEDx talk, the idea is worth sharing. I really believe what you have your hands on is gold. It's going to help a lot of people. And what I love about it is, for those people who maybe have tried lots of different things, they will not have tried this method.
Oh my gosh, that's where our clients come from. I've tried everything.
Yeah.
You're my last resort. No pressure.
Yeah. But no, it is fabulous. I love the idea. I love the longevity of it, because when you change that subconscious mind, you're changing something on a very deep level.
Yeah.
I really love that. So reach out to the ladies. You deserve it. We are still in lockdown, and I know for me and a lot of people that I know, we have put on the extra weight due to, you know, he normally gives up chocolate every Lent since I met him for 20 years. And this year he said, I'm not giving that up. It's all I have left. And that's the way a lot of people are spoon food. You know,
But
what else is there?
We say take up something good for yourself. Take up something that, like, could be a bath. It could be a bath that you might, you know, the bath is sitting up there and you might not use it for a year. So why just help yourself in life?
So thanks for watching, guys. If you're watching on a replay, please do leave your comments. If you're watching it on my YouTube channel, again, feel free to leave comments and we will get back to you. Take care, have a super day, and see you all soon.
Thank you.